Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you would be safe and sound inside your homes. Today is half day, a holiday on account of Shiv Yatri, what we call in Kashmiri Harth. Dear students, now the physical mode of teaching is on in the schools. Better is to get facilitated physically. You must attend schools regularly with all SOPs to be followed in letter and spirit. Dear students, COVID 19 infection is still moving here and there. Yesterday, about 100 people were declared as COVID positive patients. Life should be given the first priority over the rest of the things because when life is there, the rest of the things will be there. But first of all, you have to give preference to your lives. Dear students of class 11th, subject to political science. Today we are dealing with the futures of the Indian Constitution because it is your first chapter. Your political science starts from the Constitution of India. And today we are discussing a little bit the futures of the Indian Constitution. Dear students, as you already know, Constitution is a supreme body of laws according to which a state is governed. In 1946, when Cabinet Mission Plan came to India, and they finally asked Indians to frame their constitution because the British is surrendering power to back to Indians in the middle of the June. That did not happen. Finally, these powers were surrendered to India on August 15, 1947. But they asked Indians to have their constitution, and for that, the Constituent Assembly was framed. Dr. Rajendra Prasad became the president of Constituent Assembly, and Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar turned the chairman of drafting committee. Their students right from 1946, the constitutional making was there, and it took 2 years, 11 months, 18 days to get Indian constitution completed. Their students on 6th of November 1949, the Indian Constitution was adopted by the Constituent Assembly, but it came into effect on January 26, 1950, and this day is celebrated as the Republic Day in India. Dear students, but what are it is the futures? You have to first of all you have to keep in the mind that Constitution is the supreme body of laws according to which a state is governed. Dear students, first of all, Indian Constitution is the lengthiest constitution of the world. The original constitution consisted of 395 articles, 8 schedules, and 22 parts. So you have to keep in the mind it's the lengthiest constitution of the world. Original constitution consisted of 395 articles, 8 schedules, and 22 parts, and at present there are more than 445 articles in the Indian constitution. Dear students, it is the written constitution. It is written constitution is a constitution that defines the nature of the constitution and all laws and regulations that govern the political system and the fundamental rights of the citizens are codified. This is the written constitution. So Indian constitution is the lengthiest constitution of the world. Then it is the written constitution, and third important thing is that it is a rigid and flexible constitution. Dear students, rigid means hard. In common language, it means hard. So simply you have to keep in the mind that when you have to amend any law, or you have to introduce a new law, you have to amend the constitution, some laws need absolute majority to get amended. So easily some laws are not amended that requires two-third majority or absolute majority to get amended. This is why the Indian constitution is rigid. And now it is the flexible constitution. So some laws are there which can be easily amended. This does not require the two-third majority or absolute majority, but it requires simple majority to get amended. So it is the flexible as well as the rigid constitution. So I'm repeating the things for you so that you can remember these things for a longer duration of time. Since you are new to the political science, you have now opted political science as one of the subjects. Initially you will find difficulty in learning the political concepts, but with the passage of time you will learn all the things because it is the human brain, it can do everything. Dear students, the constitution is simply the supreme body of laws according to which a state is governed. In, when cabinet mission plan came to India in 1946, the cabinet mission plan asked Indians to have your own constitution because the British is going to surrender the powers back to the Indians in the middle of June. This did not happen. Finally, the powers were given back to Indians on August 15, 1947. For that, there was the elections, members were elected, so Constituent Assembly was framed, and the Constituent Assembly is an assembly of the people or the members that simply framed the Indian Constitution, and the Constituent Assembly had its chairman of the drafting committee, that was Bhimrao Ambedkar, and the Constituent Assembly had its president, that was the Dr. Rajendra Prasad. So from 1946, right from 9 December 1946, its first sitting was there. The constitution work was there, started there, and it took 2 years, 11 months and 18 days to get the constitution completed. So the Constituent Assembly adopted Indian Constitution on 26th of November 1949, but on 26th January 1950, this constitution was adopted, and this is celebrated all over India as the Republic Day. Dear students, so but it is futures. It is the written constitution. That means it is laws, fundamental rights. Everything is codified. The laws which govern the political system, they are well codified, and nature of the constitution is well mentioned. It is a formal document. Then it is the lengthiest constitution of the world. The original constitution of India consisted of 395 articles, 8 schedules, 12, 22 parts. So it is the one lengthiest constitution of the world. And similarly, it is the flexible as well as a rigid constitution. Rigid means hard in simple language. Some laws which if we are going to amend them, this requires the two-third majority or absolute majority. We can say these laws are not easily amended. So in this manner it is the rigid constitution. It is also the flexible because some laws can be amended easily. This does not require two-third majority, but this, on the basis of the simple majority, this can be done. Dear students, this is all about the futures of the Indian Constitution, not all about, something about the futures of the Indian Constitution. Hope you might have grasped the concept. In case of any confusion that may strike your mind after watching this video, you can call me on 7006671106 or WhatsApp me on the same number. And when you forward your query by any means, by calling, by WhatsApping, within short duration of time your query or confusion shall be cleared. But important thing is that you have to see these things on your available political science reference books so that you can learn the things well. Dear students, last year you met with a huge academic loss, and this year you have to compensate it. You have to put extra efforts. You have to attend school regularly by following all SOPs in letter and spirit. Dear students, my prayers are with you. Work hard, and you will find your vote on the bank. Thanks. Be balanced.